Hey, look, guys, we're going to take a look at the Awful Green Things from Outer Space. It's a Steve Jackson game. It's a pocket box game. It comes in this little box. 137 full color counters, a Ziploc bag, rulebook, and a map. It's a wacky two-player game where one player is playing the alien green things, and the other player is playing the alien shipmates. This is originally an older game from way back, 1980. Back then, it was also a pocket game, but I believe the boxes were different. Or maybe I'm thinking of the TSR box or mini. No, that was maybe, no. Didn't Steve Jackson make those little thin black box? Anyway, I think the boxes were different. This is from the new edition of Steve Jackson box games that they put out in that deluxe, that big box deluxe thing that came with Undead. What was that game? Necromancer? Was that the name of that game? Where and it had a one-page bulge, and it had a number of pocket games from back in the 80s, and they redid them, made them better, bigger. I think it's a bigger box. But anyway, that's what this is from. This ain't the original game. And, oh, yeah, these aren't the original dice. I got five of them. And these are dice I had that just kind of match the color scheme of the game. Green is sort of like yellow, but this is like more gold than yellow. But anyway, here's the map. I just set the game up and played like the first, I guess, turn. One side are the aliens, the green things, which are the yellow markers, and there's some different varieties of them. There's eggs, fragments, juveniles, I think is what they're called, and adults. The adults, of course, are the most powerful of them. Each counter has an attack die, which is this number, a constitution, which is basically how much you need to roll to kill it, and a movement allowance, which is how many spots it can move. Very simple. There's also items in the game, and they are found in different areas of the ship. The crew members are the white counters. So like right here we have the cook. He's in the, I bet this is the kitchen or the galley. And there's a couple of items there. Nobody starts equipped with anything. And then there's a chart you roll on to see what the green things start with, and they start with so many of certain things, and they have to be placed. They have to start in one of these areas down here, I believe it is, and then they can place them from, like, radiate outward from there, as long as they can get through a hatchway, and as long as nobody. If you have a character in a room and they can get there, you can't place them there. But what you could do, like if you wanted to, you couldn't place somebody in the machine shop if there was a character there. But if you were in this room, you could trace your line up and put them into this room, which is what happened. Well, anyway, I'll get to that. So, and then you have that's the map. And about the items, the weapons, when a crew member picks them up, the first time they use them against a green thing, you have to draw from this cup, and it'll tell you the effect on the green thing. And then whatever weapon they use, there's a little chart over here. Say it was a knife. You put that there to indicate that that knife has 4 dice to kill. That basically means you roll 4 dice against a green thing and hope to beat its constitution, which is this number here in the lower right. So 4d6 against that, well, it's tough, but it's not impossible. So the white guys are the crew members. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. The white counters are the crew members, and the blue counters are the items, and the yellow counters are the green things. So then here's your rule book, the little pamphlet-sized rule book, and it's got your rules in it. It describes all the items, the number available, where found, and all their effects. There's no stacking limit. It goes through how to attack, which is very simple. You just roll a certain number of dice and you try to beat the Constitution value. And then the sequence of play, which is printed right here on the map, which I have under Plexi, sorry. So the first thing that happens during the sequence of play is the monster turn. They grow, move, attack, and wake up. Small ones can grow. Where's the juveniles? Here's one. Like these guys could grow up to that, maybe. The eggs might hatch. I mean, but there's charts. Then you can move them. Then you attack with them. And then any that were knocked unconscious or it doesn't necessarily mean wake up from unconsciousness. If you were incapacitated through some weapon, at the end of that turn, you would flip over and be able to activate the next turn. Then that's followed by the crew member turn, which allows them to grab any weapons in their area, move, attack, and of course, wake up again from the same thing. And the race, well, as the crew members, I guess you want to kill all the green things. And then if you can't, you can escape on the escape. I thought there was some escape pods or something somewhere. It's in the rules. Oh, let me see here. Because I read them, but now I don't flip and remember. Let's see. That's going over fragments. Yeah, sometimes if you kill things with certain weapons, it doesn't really, it kills them, but then the bust up in the crew is how to win. It can be determined by one of two methods. The first game, it lasts till one side decides that things are hopeless. That's not a good indication. If the green things take over the ship, if the crew escapes from the ship's boats. See, crew escape. Oh, all right. When none of the weapons work and the robot and most of the crew are dead, it may become apparent that the remaining crew doesn't stand a chance of stopping the green things. At that time, any crew who can make it to the ship's boats may leave the Zuntar. The scout. Oh, they're calling the scout well, there's the scout, but I don't see anything that says ship's boats. I thought there might have been more than one, but it looks like that's it. There's a cock boat, giggity, and then there's a saucer bay and an atmosphere probe launch, but those are probes. I doubt they could hold anybody. But I don't understand. All right, well, anyway, it's in the rules. So it's a pretty fun game. I've solo played it before. I haven't played it two-player yet. I'm going to turn my son Ian onto it, and I'm going to play with him to see what it's like. But it seems like a pretty neat game. It was fun. It's silly. It's just to have fun and be silly and have a few drinks kind of game, I guess, because that's probably what I'm going to do. But here, that's a look at the awful green things from outer space by Steve Jackson Games. Thanks for watching, fellas. Bye.